Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Ian Ward breaks up Mariah and Tessa. The Young and the Restless YNR spoilers indicate there's trouble in paradise for Mariah Copeland, Cameron Grimes and Tessa Porter, Kate Fairbanks. During the Tuesday, January 7th episode, the ladies were out on a walk with Aria Copeland, Porter, Maddie and Millie Ingle in the park when they ran into Ian Ward Ray Wise. Of course, Ian had his changed man gimmick perfected, but this rhetoric only seemed to trigger Mariah. Tessa is not used to seeing Mariah lash out in this fashion, so she seemed very uncomfortable with the entire encounter and her wife's behavior. Mariah was quite aggressive with Ian and even issued him a warning to stay away from her family or else. At one point, Ian asked about Tessa's medical emergency from Nye, and if she found out what caused it. Tessa replied that they weren't sure, but she was very thankful that Ian was there with the puffer when she needed it. As she thanked him, YNR fans could get a sense that Tessa felt very awkward about the entire situation considering just how much Mariah dislikes this man. Still, it almost seems that Tessa has warmed up to Ian and believes he's changed. As Tessa has never had an encounter with Ian before, she's never seen his ugly side. Will there be more encounters between him and her alone where she gets to know him better? Will she allow him to play with Aria or hold her? Tessa may feel as if it's important to give second chances after all she was given one, and look at how her life has blossomed. With that being said, there's no way Mariah will land on the same page as Tessa, so could this Ian conflict cause issues between the two ladies even if Ian ends up exiting Genoa City in a blaze of glory by either getting shot or the truth coming out about what he did to Sharon Newman's Sharon case kidnapping? The fact that Tessa didn't trust Mariah's instincts could end up being a sore spot in their romance moving forward. The Young and the Restless spoilers for the new year hint that Tessa and Mariah's relationship will be tested, thanks to Ian, but could he also become the reason Aria's happy home breaks up? Could the two ladies decide to go their separate ways? The picturesque streets of Genoa City are about to be shaken to their core as Ian Ward, the master manipulator and perennial thorn in the side of the town's residents, returns to wreak havoc. This time, his sights are set on Mariah Copeland and Tessa Porter, a couple whose love has weathered numerous storms. But could Ian's twisted schemes finally tear them apart? The calm before the storm. The episode opens with Mariah and Tessa sharing a quiet morning at their apartment. Mariah, with her signature wit, teases Tessa about her upcoming tour. Tessa laughs, her guitar resting against the couch, as she reassures Mariah. "You know you're coming with me, right? There's no way I'm doing this without my biggest fan." Mariah grins but quickly shifts to a more serious tone. "I'm proud of you, Tess. But I've got this weird feeling, like something's about to go sideways." Tessa brushes it off, though her eyes betray a flicker of concern. "We've faced everything together, haven't we? Whatever it is, we'll handle it." Little do they know, trouble is already brewing. Ian Ward resurfaces. Across town, Ian Ward makes his dramatic entrance. Seated in a darkened corner of society, he sips a glass of red wine, his calculating eyes scanning the room. Ian hasn't set foot in Genoa City in years, but his return isn't a social call. He's been watching Mariah from afar, tracking her success and happiness with Tessa. And in Ian's twisted mind, no one connected to him deserves a happy ending. Ian's first move is subtle but sinister. He sends Mariah an anonymous text: "Everything you've built is a lie. Meet me at Chancellor Park if you want the truth." The message rattles Mariah, but her instinct to protect those she loves kicks in. She doesn't tell Tessa, instead heading to the park alone. The meeting at Chancellor Park draped in his signature air of menace, Ian is waiting at the park, a shadowy figure among the falling leaves. Mariah approaches cautiously, her heart pounding. What do you want, Ian? She demands, her voice steady despite the lump in her throat. Ian smirks. Mariah, my dear, you've done well for yourself. A far cry from the scared little girl I found all those years ago. Spare me the nostalgia, Mariah snaps. Why are you here? Ian's expression darkens. I'm here to save you from a life built on lies. Do you really think you know Tessa? Do you trust her completely? Mariah's resolve falters for a moment, but she quickly regains her composure. You don't get to come here and mess with my life. Tessa and I are solid. You can't change that. Ian chuckles. Oh, Mariah. Everyone has secrets. Even your precious Tessa. Ask her about the song she's been working on. The one she hasn't shared with you. Mariah glares at him but refuses to take the bait. You're wasting your time. She turns on her heel and walks away, but Ian's parting words linger in her mind. The cracks are already there. I'm just here to widen them. Doubts begin to creep in. Back at the apartment, Mariah tries to shake off Ian's words, but her unease is palpable. Tessa notices immediately. What's wrong? She asks, setting her guitar aside. Nothing, Mariah lies, forcing a smile. Just a weird day. Tessa doesn't press, but Mariah's evasiveness plants a seed of doubt. Meanwhile, Ian's words start to eat away at Mariah. She finds herself wondering about the song Ian mentioned. Tessa has been unusually secretive about her writing lately, and Mariah can't help but wonder if there's something she's hiding. Ian turns up the heat. Ian isn't finished yet. He reaches out to Tessa next, posing as a journalist interested in her music. During their meeting, he subtly sows seeds of discord, suggesting that Mariah's past makes her incapable of trusting fully. She's strong, Ian says, but scars like hers never truly heal. Tessa brushes off the comment, but Ian's words linger. When she returns home, she finds Mariah unusually quiet, her laughter forced. The distance between them grows, fed by unspoken fears and Ian's manipulations. The confrontation. The tension finally comes to a head when Mariah overhears Tessa on the phone. The conversation sounds intimate, though innocuous enough to someone without Ian's poisonous whispers in their ear. Mariah's jealousy flares, and she confronts Tessa. Who were you talking to? Mariah demands. Tessa, caught off guard, replies, it was my producer. Why? Are you sure about that? Mariah counters, her voice rising. Because it didn't sound like a business call. Tessa's eyes widen with hurt. Mariah, what's going on? Why are you acting like this? Mariah hesitates, torn between her love for Tessa and the doubts Ian has planted. I don't know. Maybe because you've been keeping things from me. Like that song you're working on. Why haven't you let me hear it? Tessa's face softens. Mariah, the song isn't ready. I didn't want to share it until it was perfect. That's all. Mariah's anger deflates, replaced by guilt. But before she can apologize, Tessa adds, if you don't trust me, just say it. The words hang heavy in the air, and Mariah's silence speaks volumes. Ian's endgame. Ian watches from the shadows, satisfied that his plan is working. But his motives go deeper than simple revenge. Ian's ultimate goal is to isolate Mariah, pulling her back into his orbit. He knows that if he can destroy her relationship with Tessa, she'll be vulnerable and more susceptible to his influence. A glimmer of hope. Despite the growing rift, Mariah and Tessa both realize they can't let Ian's manipulations win. Mariah confides in Sharon, who offers her trademark wisdom. Love isn't about being perfect, Sharon tells her. It's about choosing to trust, even when it's hard. Tessa, meanwhile, turns to Devon for advice. Ian's trying to break us, she says. But I'm not going to let him. With renewed determination, Mariah and Tessa come together, confronting Ian in a powerful showdown that reminds everyone why they're one of Genoa City's most beloved couples. Ian's schemes may have caused cracks, but their love proves unbreakable. The aftermath. Ian's departure leaves a trail of chaos, but Mariah and Tessa emerge stronger, their bond fortified by the challenges they've faced. As they sit together, hand in hand, they reflect on the lessons learned. Ian thought he could break us, Mariah says with a smile. But he underestimated us. And with that, the couple looks to the future, ready to face whatever comes next together.